Hello children, how are you all? In the today's class, we are going to learn the concept of equation of line. The concept belongs to class 10 ICSE. We are completing the complete chapter in one shot. So now before we actually proceed with the concept, I would request you all guys to subscribe my channel, that is Ignite Math ARP, if you have not yet subscribed, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get the latest update on my channel. Now let's not wait. Let's begin with the concept, that is equation of a line. So in the ninth standard, you have solved simultaneous equations graphically. So now I'll just take one of the example of the equation over here, children. So that is 3x plus 5y is equal to 2. So if I want to plot this equation graphically, what I used to do, I used to make y as a subject of formula and take different values of x and find out the different values of y and later plot them in the coordinate axis. When I plot them in the coordinate axis, I used to get a straight line like this. Clear? Then I used to observe that this straight line is obtained by marking the points A, comma B and C. Right? When I connect these points A, B, C, I would get straight line. Then I used to extend it. So the coordinates of these points x comma y, then here x1 comma y1, then here x2 comma y2, all these points will satisfy the equation of the line. So what do you mean by satisfying? If I substitute the coordinates of this point A in the given equation, that is x coordinate in the place of x and y coordinate in the place of y, I should get the RHS. Let us take an example over here. Let us check whether the point 4 comma minus 2 satisfy the given equation or not. Clear, children? So I'll just call this point as A. 4 comma minus 2, whether it satisfy the equation or not. Example I'm taking. So now I will take the LHS of the equation, that is 3x plus 5y. 3 into 4 plus 5 into minus 2, then I would get this one as 12 minus 10, that is equal to 2, that is equal to RHS. So when I substitute the coordinates of the point A in this equation, I am getting RHS. So what does it mean? So I can say 4 comma minus 2 is on the line, 3x plus 5y is equal to 2. Let me check one more point. The coordinate of B, randomly I'll take it as 0 comma minus 1. I need to check whether 0 comma minus 1 lies on this line or not, or I can say whether this line is passing through the point 0 comma minus 1 or not. Clear? So here this is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. You must know it is an ordered pair. So again I will take LHS of the equation, that is 3x plus 5y. 3 into 0 plus 5 into minus 1. 0 minus 5 I get. So when I simplify it, I get it as minus 5, which is not equal to RHS. So what's my conclusion, children? The line 3x plus 5y is equal to 2 does not contain the point 0 comma minus 1. It is not passing through the point 0 comma minus 1. Clear, children? This is a very simple concept and the very first concept of the lesson. So here I have some of the questions based on the same concept. Find which of the following points lie on the line. So now I'll first consider the point. I'll just call this as A, 1 comma 3. So what is the equation of the line? Equation of the line is x minus 2y plus 5 equal to 0. So I will take LHS of the equation, that is x minus 2y plus 5. In the place of x, I'll substitute x coordinate. In the place of y, I'll substitute y coordinate. So 1 minus 2 into 3 plus 5. So that is equal to 1 minus 6 plus 5, that is equal to, what I get is 0, that is equal to RHS. So what is my conclusion over here? So which of the point lie on the line? So I can say that 1 comma 3 is on the line, it lies on the line x minus 2y plus 5 equal to 0. Now let me take the second example over here. So that is 0 comma 5. I can randomly call it as point B. So what is the equation of the line, children? Equation of the line is x minus 2y plus 5 equal to 0. I'll consider LHS, that is x minus 2y plus 5. X is 0 minus 2 into 5 plus 5. So here I get this one as minus 10 plus 5 is equal to minus 5, which is not equal to RHS. So what's my conclusion? The point, which is the point 0 comma 5, does not lie on the line x minus 2y plus 5 equal to 0. Yes, children. If it is equal to RHS, then I would have told that 0 comma 5 also lies on the given equation of the line. Now let me take one more example. The line given by the equation 2x minus y by 3 equal to 7 passes through the point k comma 6. Calculate the value of k. Here it's already given that the given line is passing through the point k comma 6. So what is the equation of the line here? Equation of given line is 2x minus y by 3 is equal to 7. Since the line is passing through, it is already given to you that the line is passing through the point k comma 6. So I can write 2 into k minus y is how much? 6 by 3 is equal to 7. So I get it as 2k minus 2 is equal to 7. 2k is equal to 9. K is equal to 9 by 2 and k is equal to 4 1 by 2. Clear, children? So I have found out the value of k over here. Here I already know that the equation of the line is passing through the given point k comma 6. Now let me take one more example. The line y equal to 3x minus 2 bisects the line joining 2 points a comma 3 and 2 comma minus 5. Find the value of a. Here there are 2 points, right? The coordinates of endpoints are given to, I'll just mark this one as a comma 3 and this as b, 2 comma minus 5. This equation of the line is bisecting this line, in the sense it is passing through the midpoint of AB. So it is bisecting. The equation of this line is given to you, y is equal to 3x minus 2. Then you are asked to find out the value of A. So before that I need to find out what are the coordinates of P. And you know that P is midpoint of AB. So by midpoint formula, if you are getting confused what is midpoint formula, what is section formula, I have made one more video on section and midpoint formula. Please have a look on that. Right. So by midpoint formula, coordinates of P is given by x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So over here, I'll take this one as x1, y1 and this as x2, y2. So now I can say that a plus 2 by 2, then 3 minus 5 by 2. So I get the coordinates of P as a plus 2 by 2, then minus 2 by 2. So I can say P is equal to a plus 2 by 2, then minus 1. So since the line y is equal to 3x minus 2 is passing through P, is passing through P, I can say y is equal to 3x minus 2. In the place of y, I can write it as minus 1 is equal to 3 into x is a plus 2 by 2 minus 2. So I can write this one as minus 1 is equal to 3a plus 6 minus 4 by 2. So minus 2 is equal to 3a plus 2. Then 3a is equal to minus 4. A is equal to minus 4 by 3. That implies a is equal to minus 1 by 3. So please always have the habit of writing the final answer in the mixed fraction form. So now I have found out the value of a. Now let me take one more example. Does the line 3x minus 5y equal to 6 bisect the line joining 5 comma minus 2 and minus 1 comma 2? So here they are asking us a question. The endpoints of the line AB, I'll just consider it as A and B, 5 comma minus 2 and B minus 1 comma 2. You need to locate the midpoint P of AB, and you're asked to find out whether this equation 3x minus 5y equal to 6, okay, the line 3x minus 5y equal to 6 is passing through the midpoint of AB. So by midpoint formula, coordinates of P, I will find it out. That is 5 minus 1 by 2 minus 2 plus 2 by 2. So I can write this one as 4 by 2 is 2, 0 by 2 is 0. So coordinate of P is 2 comma 0. So now you are given with the equation of line. Equation of line is 3x minus 5y is equal to 6. I need to check whether this point lies on this equation or not. So I'll just consider the LHS 3x minus 5y, 3 into 2 minus 5 into 0. So that is equal to 6 minus 0 is equal to 6. So what I'm supposed to get? I'm supposed to get 6 and I have got it 6. So that is equal to RHS. So what's my conclusion? Yes. Okay, the line, yes, the line 3x minus 5y equal to 6 bisects the line joining 5 comma minus 2 and minus 1 comma 2. Clear, children? Okay, very simple type of question. This kind of questions can be asked for multiple choice also. So now let us move to the next concept, that is inclination of a line. So what do you mean by inclination of a line? Now I'll just draw the coordinate axis over here. This is x axis and this is y axis. Any line when plotted, I will observe that it is inclining, it is making certain angle with both the coordinate axis. So angle made by the line with the x-axis taken in the anti-clockwise direction. I repeat it, children. The angle made by the line with the x-axis, this is x-axis, with the x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. In the anti-clockwise direction is called as its inclination, which is denoted by theta. It is denoted by theta. If, say for example, angle is 45 over here, we say that inclination of the line is 45. Inclination of the line is 60. Inclination of the line is 30. It can be anything. Suppose if any line is making the obtuse angle, suppose if any line is making obtuse angle, say for example, I am going to draw one more line over here. Say for example, this is one more line. If you observe, this is the angle made by the line with the x-axis taken in the anti-clockwise direction. So that time this becomes theta. So if I call this as a L2 and if call this as a L1, Okay, so I can say the inclination of L1 is equal to theta, inclination of L2 is equal to alpha. If I consider this as alpha, if I take theta for both, you may get confused. Clear, children? So now you need to understand, we can find out the angle theta as well as alpha, but the thing is, if the angle is acute, here if you observe, it is a acute angle and this is a obtuse angle. It is a obtuse angle, right? So based upon the inclination of the line, we are going to speak about the slope of the line. So then what is slope of a line? So I'll just take one example over here. Suppose I have drawn a line. A line is passing through the coordinate like this and its inclination is theta, which is equal to 45 degree. Then slope of the line is given by tan of angle of inclination. So here tan 45, then it is 1. Slope of a line is denoted by m. Clear, children? Suppose if theta is equal to 60 degree, then I would have said slope m of the line is equal to tan of 60 degree, that is equal to root 3. Now the question arises, if theta is obtuse, how can I find out the slope? You know how to use the natural tangent table. So if you observe the natural tangent table, we can measure the values ranging from 0 to 90 using a natural tan table. Clear, children? So if the theta is obtuse, in the sense angle of inclination is obtuse. So now suppose if the angle of inclination is obtuse, this is the line whose slope to be found out, and the angle of inclination I'm giving you it as 120 degree. How can I find out the slope of this line? Clear, children? In such cases, one very important thing I would like to tell you that if angle of inclination is acute, then I can say slope is positive. If angle of inclination is obtuse, then I can say slope is negative. How it is negative? Let me tell you very clearly. So I know that the linear pair of 120 degree is 120 degree minus, 180 degree minus 120 degree, that is 60 degree. Clear, children? If this is 120 degree on this side, on the other side it is 60 degree. So here for the line L1, for the line L1, theta is equal to 120 degree. Clear, children? Because angle of inclination is 120 degree, which is also can be said that theta is equal to minus of 60 degree. That time I need to consider an acute angle which is a linear pair of 120 degree. Then the question arises, how to find out the slope? So slope of the line L2 is equal to tan of 120 degree, because tan 120, because theta is 120, which is same as tan of minus 60 degree. Tan of minus 60 degree, then I can write this one as minus tan of 60 degree, that is equal to minus root 3. See, if you observe carefully, I am getting the slope as a negative number. That is why I told that if theta is obtuse, slope is going to be negative. If theta is acute, then slope is going to be positive. Clear, children? Clear? Yes. So now I can find out the slope of a line only if I know the angle of inclination. Is there any other way of finding the slope of a line? Obviously, yes. Okay, so how can I find out the slope of a line if I don't know the angle of inclination? So now for that, I'll give you one more example over here. Look at this very carefully, children. I am drawing the coordinate axis over here once again. Listen to me very carefully. So this is the line whose coordinates, whose slope has to be found out. Clear? Suppose if it is making an angle of inclination theta. Obviously, I don't use this theta to find out the slope of this line. Please observe. So now here is a point whose coordinates are known to me, x1, y1. And this is one more point whose coordinates are known to me, x2, y2. I'll draw a line which is parallel to the x-axis. And I will draw one more line over here which is parallel to the y-axis. So since these two lines are parallel to each other, this angle can be told that it is also as theta degree, theta, because corresponding angles. Now can you please tell me what is going to be the length of AP? What is going to be the length of AP? Here this is the origin. So I know that OP is x2 and OA. OA is how much, children? OA from here to here it is x1. So the length of AP is going to be x2 minus x1. So I can write AP is equal to x2 minus x1. So similarly from here to here it is y2. From here to here it is y1. If I want to find out the length of BP is going to be y2 minus y1. Clear, children? So now if I want to find out the slope of this line, what did I say? Slope of the line is equal to tan of angle of inclination. Don't worry, I don't find out slope using theta over here. Be very careful. So tan theta is also equal to perpendicular by base. Correct, children? So what is perpendicular to theta in this triangle APB, which is a right angle? Okay, so perpendicular is BP and base is AP. So how much is BP? BP we have found it as y2 minus y1 and AP I have found it as x2 minus x1. So this is nothing but the slope of the given line. Here, children, I have found out the slope of the line using the coordinates of 2 points which lying on the given line. So to find slope of a line, what I must know? I must know its inclination. Its inclination, that is theta, or I must know the coordinates of 2 points which lie on the line. Coordinates of 2 points which lie on the line. If I am aware of this data, I can easily find out the slope of a line. So isn't it easy, children, to find out the slope of a line? Very simple, children, very simple. I must know theta or I must know coordinates of the 2 points to find out the slope of a line. Is it clear, children? Yes. Now in the next few minutes we are going to discuss on slope of parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Clear, children? Yes, let us continue. We are going to discuss about the slope of parallel and perpendicular lines. You must know what you mean by parallel lines. See, for example, the lines which remain unintersected even after producing them in both the direction, we call them as a parallel lines. So here I'll just call this as L1 and L2. Now I'll just draw the coordinate axis over here, children. If this is the coordinate axis, when I extend this line like this, and when I'm extending this line like this, if you observe, an angle is made with the x-axis. An angle is made with the x-axis. See, this angle is theta over here, and this angle is theta over here. Both of them will be same. Can you tell me why? Because they act like a corresponding angles. Corresponding angles will be equal whenever a transversal is drawn to a pair of parallel lines. So now, if I want to find out the slope of L1, so what can I say? It is tan theta. So slope of the line L2 is also equal to tan theta. So means what? The slope of the line L1 and L2 are equal to each other. Why are they equal to each other? Because their inclination is same. So what's my conclusion over here, children? If the theta of two lines is same, then slopes of that two lines is also same. In the sense, children, I can conclude that slope of parallel lines are equal. Slope of parallel lines are equal because theta will be same. So here I can say m1 is equal to m2. If two lines are parallel to each other, their slopes are equal to each other. On the other hand, if the slope of two lines are equal to each other, the given lines are parallel to each other. Clear, children? Now let me speak about perpendicular lines. So I will draw the coordinate axis over here, and I will draw a line over here whose inclination is theta, and I draw one more line over here which is perpendicular to the first line. This is 90 degree. Right, so I'll call this as L1 and I'll call this as L2. What is the inclination of L1? It is theta. What is the inclination of L2? I call this as alpha over here. Now A, B, C if I'm talking about. So can I say alpha is equal to 90 plus theta? This is because of exterior angle property. Okay, right. If I take tan on both sides, tan alpha is equal to tan of 90 plus theta. You know, in the 9th standard, you learned about the complementary angles. Tan of 90 minus theta, it is equal to cot theta. So similarly over here, tan of 90 plus theta can be written as is equal to cot theta. You learn about all these concepts in the higher classes, children. So now here I can write tan alpha is equal to minus of cot theta. So which can be written as minus of 1 by tan theta, because cot and tan are reciprocals. So tan alpha is equal to minus 1 by tan theta. So tan alpha is what, children? Tan alpha is inclination of L2. So I can say this is a slope of the line L2, that is equal to minus 1 by slope of the line L1, that is M1 I can call it as. So when I take this M1 on the other side, I will get it as M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. So means what? Product of the slopes of the line is equal to minus 1. When it will be minus 1? If the lines are perpendicular to each other. So my conclusion is, if lines are perpendicular, product of their slopes, product of the slopes, okay, is equal to minus 1. Or I can say product of the slopes will be negative reciprocal of each other. The two lines are perpendicular, product of the slopes will be minus 1, or slopes are negative reciprocals of each other. Clear, children? Okay, so now Let me take some of the examples over here. I have question over here which says that find the slope of a line whose inclination is 0 degree. So I will consider the first one. Theta is equal to 0 degree. What is the slope over here? Slope of line is equal to tan theta. That is equal to tan of 0 degree. That is equal to 0 degree. So now let me take the second example. Theta is equal to 30 degree. So slope of the line is equal to tan of inclination, that is tan theta. So tan of 30 degree. So that is equal to 1 by root 3. So third example I will take. Theta is equal to 72 degree 30 minutes. Children, 72 degree 30 minutes, you must know how to use the trigonometric table, natural tan table. Okay, slope is equal to tan of theta, that is tan of 72 degree 30 minutes. If you observe the table carefully, the value of tan of 72 degree 30 minutes is given by 3.1716. So this is going to be the slope. Clear, children? So the fourth one, theta is equal to 46 degree. Slope of this line is equal to slope of the line whose inclination is 46 degree is tan of inclination, that is tan of 46 degree. Tan of 46 degree is 1.0355. This is going to be the slope of the line. Clear, children? Now let me take some more example over here. Find the inclination of the line whose slope is. It's a reverse question. So now I'll consider the first question here. Slope of the line is given to you. M is equal to 0. That means what? Tan theta is equal to 0. So tan theta is equal to tan of what angle is 0, children? So tan 0 is 0. So therefore theta is equal to 0. Inclination is equal to 0. Now let me take the second example. Here slope is equal to minus root 3. Root 3. So tan theta is equal to root 3 because tan theta will give me the slope of a line. So tan theta is equal to tan of what angle is root 3, children? So it is tan of 60 degree. Therefore theta is equal to 60 degree. Now let me take the third example. Here slope is equal to 0.7646. 0.7646. Now that means what, children? Slope is equal to tan theta, that is equal to 0.7646. So tan theta is equal to tan of what angle is 0.7646? From the table you will get to know that tan of 37 degree 24 minutes is 0.7646. So I can say inclination theta is equal to 37 degree 24 minutes. So now let me take the fourth example. Slope M is equal to 1.0875. So again I can write tan theta is equal to 1.0875. Tan theta is equal to tan of what angle is 1.0875? It is tan of 47 degree 24 minutes. You must know the skill of knowing the method of using the tan table. Okay, children. So theta is equal to 47 degree 24 minutes. This is the angle of inclination. Here I would like to bring your kind attention, children. Whenever the line is passing, okay, these are the coordinate axes. These are the coordinate axes. If any line is passing such a way that it is parallel to the x-axis, then theta of that line will be 0 because it is not making any angle with the x-axis. Then slope of this line will be 0. Okay, so I can say that the slope of x-axis and slope of any line parallel to x-axis is always 0. Very important, children. Okay, and the second one is if a line is passing perpendicular to the x-axis, means what? Parallel to the y-axis. Okay, right, and it is making an angle of a 90 degree. That is the inclination of this line. So for this line, theta is equal to 90 degree, then slope will be not defined or infinity. So I can conclude that slope of y-axis and slope of any line parallel to y-axis is not defined, or which can also be said as infinity. Keep in mind, children. Okay, you need to understand this, why it is, how it is. Clear, children? So now find the slope of a line passing through the following pair of points. So now I know to find out the slope, I must know angle of inclination, or I must know the coordinates of 2 points which lie on the given line. So over here, x1, y1, I will take it as -2, -3, and x2, y2 can be taken as 1, 2. So slope of the line is given by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So y2 minus y1 in the sense 2 minus of -3 by x2 minus x1, 1 minus of -2. Yes, children. So now I can write this one as 2 plus 3, 1 plus 3. So that is equal to 5 by 4 is the slope of this line. Clear, children? So next question is I will just take x1 y1 as -4 comma 0 and x2 y2 as origin. That means coordinate of origin is 0 comma 0. So slope of the line on which these points lie is given by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So here 0 minus 0 by 0 minus of -4. So that is 0 by 4, that is equal to 0. Slope of this line through which -1, 0 and 0, 0 lie is equal to 0. Clear, children? I hope so it is clear to you. Now let me take one more example over here. Right. So find the slope of a line perpendicular to AB if A and B are so and so. So now slope of line AB is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So what can I write over here? 4 minus of -5 by -2 minus 0. So I can write this one as a 9 by -2. That is nothing but, look at this, because minus of -5 is plus. So 4 plus 5 is 9 and -2 as it is. So this is the slope of the line. So I can say slope of line perpendicular to given line, okay, is equal to, so if I'm calling it as a m1, then it will be like -1 by m1. So that will be minus of 1 by 9 by -2. So that will be 2 by 9. So I can call it as slope of a line perpendicular to the given line. Now see this example. Find the slope of a line parallel to AB if. So now I'll find out slope of AB first, which is given by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So 6 minus 4 by 0 minus of minus 2. So that is 2 by 2, that is equal to 1. So slope of a line parallel to given line, is equal to slope of line itself. Why? Because if two lines are parallel to each other, their slopes are equal to each other. So I can say m2 is also equal to m1. That's why it also becomes 1. Clear, children? All of you? Is it clear? Yes. Now let us see the next question, that find the slope and the inclination of the line AB. So now first I'll find out the slope of AB. It is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So 2 minus of minus 2 by 1 minus of minus 3. So this becomes 2 plus 2, 1 plus 3. That is 4 by 4 is equal to 1. Slope of the line AB is equal to 1. So I can say tan theta is equal to 1. Tan theta is equal to tan of 45 degree. So I can say theta is equal to 45 degree. So what's the conclusion over here? Therefore, inclination is equal to 45 degree. Clear, children? Okay. Now let me go with the next question. With the points k comma 3, 2 comma minus 4 and minus k plus 1 comma minus 2 are collinear, find the value of k. So you must know that if points are collinear, points are collinear, then what can I say? Slope of any two points, okay? Slope of line joining that 2 points, slope of any line joining two points is equal to slope of the line joining other 2 points. Okay, in the sense, children. So now pay attention. If these lines are, if these points are lying on the same line, then I can say that when I draw the line, it is going to make the inclination theta only with the x-axis. So slope of this line is equal. So slope of a line joining AB is same as the slope of line segment joining BC is equal to the slope of the line segment joining AC also. So I'll consider A k comma 3, B 2 comma minus 4, then C minus k plus 1 comma minus 2. So now slope of AB is equal to slope of, I can say AC or BC, anything, slope of BC. Now when I consider AB, it is y2 minus y1 minus 4 minus 3 by 2 minus k is equal to slope of BC. So I can say BC in the sense these 2 points now. So I can say minus 2 minus of minus 4 by minus k plus 1 minus 2. So minus 7, 2 minus k is equal to, this becomes 2 minus k minus 1. So I can simplify this as minus 7 into minus k minus 1 is equal to 2 into 2 minus k. So this becomes 7k plus 7 is equal to 4 minus 2k. So 9k is equal to 4 minus 7. K is equal to minus 3 by 9. K is equal to minus 1 by 3. So I'll get to know what is the value of minus 1 by, what is the value of k, that is minus 1 by 3. Is it clear, children? Yes. Now let's move to the next concept. Before moving to the next concept, I would request once again all of you to subscribe my channel Ignite Math ARP, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Yes, children, now the next concept we are taking up is the three different forms of equation of line. Now we got to know what you mean by inclination, what are the different methods of finding the slope. Now we are going ahead with the different methods of finding the equation of line. Out of the different method, the first method is a 2-point form. In this method, children, you must know that I will be aware of the coordinates of 2 points present on the line. I will be aware of the coordinates of the 2 points present on the line, and I'm going to find out the equation of the line. Say, for example, x1, y1 is the coordinate of A, x2, y2 is coordinate of B. Now I'm supposed to find out the equation of this line. So I know how to find out the slope of the line. Slope of AB can be found out by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, which I am going to call it as m. Clear, children? So now the equation of the line, by 2-point form. Okay, equation of the line by 2-point form is given by y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. Clear, children? So here y1 and x1 are the coordinates of either A or B. Any of the coordinates of A or B can be chosen, and you are not going to replace y and x with any other number because they are nothing but the variable present in the equation. And m is the slope of the line which you have found out using y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So I think it's better to give an example to make you clear with the concept. If I give you an example, you'll be able to understand the method of finding the equation of the line. Now I'll just write a simple example over here, children. We are going to solve much application oriented examples in the exercises, right? So now let me take a simple example. Find the equation of the line. Find the equation of the line which is passing through the points minus 3 comma 1 and 1 comma 5. So now I'll find out the slope of a line. First of all, slope of required line is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So I can find it out like 5 minus 1 by 1 minus of minus 3, that is plus 3. So that is equal to 4 by 4 is equal to 1. So now equation of required line by 2-point form. 2-point form is given by y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. So y minus of, I can take y1 x1 as either this point or this point. So now I'll consider with this point. So y minus y1, that is equal to 5, is equal to m. The slope of the line over here, what we have got is 1. 1 into x minus x1 is nothing but 1. Let's run. So now y minus 5 is equal to x minus 1. When I bring it to the standard form, x minus y plus of 5 minus 1, 4 is equal to 0. This is the required equation of line. I'll show you. Suppose if I take x1, y1 as this coordinate, then my equation would be y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. See, look at this. Y minus, suppose if I consider y1 is 1 is equal to m is 1, x minus of minus 3 would be plus 3. Then this is equal to y minus 1 is equal to x plus 3. Then x minus y. Then this minus 1 goes that side, becomes plus 1. So 3 plus 1, 4 is equal to 0. See, then also I got the same equation. So means what, children? Whenever you are substituting y1 x1, either you can take this point or you can go ahead with this point. So now let me go ahead with the next form of equation, that is point slope form. Point slope form. In this equation, what I'm going to find out is, look at this carefully, children. So the I am aware of the angle of inclination made by the required line with the x-axis. This is theta is known to me, right? So using this theta, I'll find out the slope. So slope of the required line is equal to tan theta. Tan theta, that is the slope. So need to understand, children, in the previous case, we found out the slope by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. In this case, we are going to find out the slope by tan of angle of inclination. And I must be aware of one of the coordinate of the point through which the line passes, x1, y1 if I take. Clear, children? So then required equation of the line, required equation of the line is given by y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. So here x1 y1 is the coordinate of the point through which the line is passing. Here you don't have option, children, because I am aware of only one point through which the line is passing. But the difference between previous form of equation and this form of equation is here I am finding out the slope by finding out tan of angle of inclination. In the previous case, I am finding slope by using the formula y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Clear, children? So now let me take one example over here. Find the equation of line. Find the equation of line whose inclination is 60 degree and passing through the point minus 2 comma 5, minus 2 comma 5. So now slope of required line is equal to tan theta, that is our m. Clear? So now tan of angle of inclination, that is 60 degree, that is equal to root 3. So that becomes the slope of a line. So now required equation of line by point slope form. Point slope form is given by y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. So y minus, I am aware of the point which is lying on the required line. Y minus of 5, I just substitute. M is root 3. X minus of minus 2. Correct. So y minus 5 is equal to root 3, then x plus 2. So I can write this one as y minus 5 is equal to root 3x plus 2 root 3. So when I bring it to the standard form, root 3x minus y plus of 5 plus of 2 root 3 is equal to 0. This is the required equation of the line. Clear, children? So what I am getting over here is root 3x minus 5 minus y plus 5 plus 2 root 3 equal to 0. This is the required equation of line. Now let us proceed with the next form of equation, that is slope intercept form. Before we proceed with the slope intercept form, I would like to grab your attention to explain about the term intercept. What do you mean by intercept? Now let me draw the coordinate axis over here, y-axis and x-axis. Listen to me very carefully, children. And this is the most easiest way to find out the equation of the line. Now if I draw the line over here which is passing through the x-axis and the y-axis, so now here it is cutting the x-axis at a point 3 comma, say for example 3 comma 0, and over here this is going to be minus 0 comma minus 4. Okay, this is going to be 0 comma x is 0, y is minus 4. So now this is the origin whose coordinates are 0 0. Distance of the point, now for example if I'm calling this point as a and if I'm calling this point as b, so the distance of the point a from x-axis, you know it is a y coordinate, it is 0 units, and from y axis I can say it is a 3 units. So for any point, children, a 3 comma 0, if it is there, x coordinate denotes the distance of the point from y-axis and y coordinate denotes the distance of the point from x-axis. So now the line is intersecting the x-axis at a point 3 units away from the origin. So this is called as a x-intercept. X-intercept. X-intercept, I can say here it is 3. So means what? The distance of the point of intersection of the line from the origin where it is intersecting the x-axis is called as a, its a x coordinate is nothing but it's a x-intercept. Now similarly the distance of intersection of the line with the y-axis from the origin is called as it's a y coordinate, that is nothing but minus 4, right? So y-intercept is equal to minus 4 and x-intercept is equal to plus 3. Clear, children? So I can easily say that y-intercept is nothing but the ordinate of the point where abscissa is 0. The x-intercept is nothing but the abscissa of the point where ordinate is 0. Clear, children? So here we are concentrating more on the y-intercept, which is denoted by the letter C. Clear, children? So here slope intercept form, whenever I'm saying I am aware of the angle of inclination of the line with the x-axis, so then I am aware of the intercept in the sense I am aware of y-intercept here. So equation of the line by slope intercept form is given by y is equal to mx plus c, where m is nothing but a slope and c is nothing but a y-intercept. C is nothing but y-intercept. Must be very attentive and very careful about what is C and what is M. So children, I will just ask you some questions over here. If I am saying point 0 comma 3 is lying on the line which is intersecting the x-axis and y-axis. So what does this 3 represents over here? Can you tell me? This 3 represents it's a y-intercept. This y-intercept. If the point Q is cutting the coordinate axis at the point 4 comma 0. So what does this 4 indicate, children? This 4 indicates it's a x-intercept. Clear? Okay, as I told you, y-intercept is nothing but any point on the line where abscissa is 0. The x-intercept is nothing but the abscissa of the point where the ordinate is 0. Clear, children? Okay, so now I'll give you an example over here. Pay attention. Find the equation of line. Find the equation of the line whose inclination is 45 degree and its y-intercept is 5. Its y-intercept is 5. Now slope I will find out. Slope is equal to m is equal to tan of theta. So tan 45 degree is equal to 1. So now C is already given to you as 5. So equation of required line is given by y is equal to mx plus c. So what is y here? I'm going to keep y as it is. It's a variable in the equation. M is 1 and x to be kept as it is and c is 5. So required equation of the line would be x minus y plus 5 equal to 0. This would be the required equation of the line. Clear, children? Any doubt over here? Okay. Always keep in mind, children, whenever you are keeping the final answer of the equation of the line, you need to understand there should not be there should not be fractional coefficients. Fractional coefficients of x and y, or okay, or even constant should not be the fraction. Clear, children? So it should always be expressed in the standard form: x coordinate first, y coordinate later, then the constant. Or you can write it like y is equal to x plus 5. That is also well and good, but no coefficient should be fractions. Clear, children? Yes. Now let us study one more very important concept, that is equally inclined lines. What do you mean by equally inclined lines? So whenever the coordinate axes are like this, suppose if I am drawing a line like this, see, it is making equal intercept. I can say it is making equal intercept, only the x-intercept and y-intercept are same. So then theta would be 45, this 44 for this line. Okay, then only I can say this line is equally inclined with the x-axis and the y-axis. Or else whenever I'm saying two lines are equally inclined with the coordinate axis, see, one line would be going like this. These are the coordinate axis, right? So and another line would be going like this. It's not necessary that they should pass through origin, children. So only the thing is they should make equal angles with the x-axis. See, 45 degree over here. Here also it is 45 degree, but since it is on the left side, I can take it as minus 45 degree because inclination is on the anti-clockwise direction. In these cases, I can say the two lines are equally inclined with the coordinate axis. Now let us solve some problems on these three different forms of equation of line. Let us start solving the problems on the concept what we just learned right now. Now let me take this example first over here. Find the equation of a line whose y-intercept is 2 and slope is 3. So now I know what is y-intercept. So y-intercept, which is denoted by the letter C, is equal to 2 and slope, that is m, is equal to 3. So now I am given with the slope of the line and also y-intercept. My task is to find out the equation of the line, children. So by slope intercept form, slope intercept form, equation of the line is equal to y equal to mx plus c. So y is equal to m is 3 over here, x plus c is what? 2. So I can keep the final answer like this, or else I can write the answer as 3x minus y plus 2 equal to 0. So either you can keep the answer in this form or in this form, but make sure that there is no fractional coefficients of x and y, and constant should also not be a fraction. Now let me take one more example. Find the equation of the line whose slope is, so m of the line, that is slope of the line, is given to you as minus 4 by 3, and line is passing through the point. Okay, a point on the line is given to you. The point on the line is minus 3 comma 4. So by point slope form, point slope form, equation of the line is equal to y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. So y minus one of the point over here, I know only one point in fact. So y minus 4 is equal to m is what here? Minus 4 by 3 x minus of x1, that is minus of minus 3. So y minus 4 is equal to minus 4 by 3 into x plus 3. When I take this y to the other side, 3y minus 12 is equal to minus 4x minus 12. Clear, children? So I can cancel minus 12 minus 12. So 4x plus 3y is equal to 0. This is my required equation of the line. Clear, children? So now let's move to the next question. Find the equation of the line passing through. See here, coordinates of 2 points through which the line is passing is given to you. So now I'll find out the slope of this line. Slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is equal to y2 minus y1 in the sense 2 minus 1 by 1 minus 0. So that is nothing but 1 by 1 is equal to 1. Slope is equal to 1. And equation of the line, equation of the line by 2-point form. By 2-point form, I can write y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. So y minus, either I can take this point or I can take this point. Y minus 2 is equal to, slope is 1, x minus 1. Clear, children? So that is going to be y minus 2 is equal to x minus 1. So x minus y plus 1 equal to 0 will be the equation of a required line. Clear, children? Now let me take one more example over here. The figure given alongside shows two straight lines AB and CD intersecting each other point P 3, 4. See, the point P is a point of intersection of both the lines. Now you are supposed to find out equation of AB and equation of CD. So consider AB. I'll first consider AB. M of AB, that is slope of AB, is equal to tan of, if you consider AB, tan of the line AB is 45. So 45 degree. So that is equal to 1. So I'll just call it as M1 since there are two lines over here. So M1 is equal to AB. Now equation of AB by what? Slope point form. Slope point form, because I know the slope of the line AB and I know a point on the line AB. So is given by y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. So that is equal to y minus 4 is equal to m is 1, then x minus 3. So I can write this one as y minus 4 is equal to x minus 3. The equation would be x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. x minus y plus 1 equal to 0 will be the equation of the line AB. Clear children? This is our equation of line AB. Now consider CD. Consider CD. So m of CD, the slope of CD is equal to tan of 60 degree, because theta for CD is equal to 60 degree. Why it is 60 degree? You need to understand, children. So over here, if you observe theta, that is equal to 60 degree. Where it is 60 degree, why it is 60 degree? You need to be very careful with that. Over here, CD, okay, it is making 60 degree with the x-axis taken in the anti-clockwise direction. When you talk about AB, it is making 45 degree with the anti-clockwise direction of x-axis. That's why theta becomes 45 in the case of AB and it becomes 60 in the case of CD. So tan of 60 is root 3. So I can write it as root 3. M2 is equal to root 3. Now again, point P lies on CD as well. Therefore, I can write equation of CD by slope point form is equal to y minus y1 equal to m of x minus x1. So y minus 4 is equal to root 3 x minus 3. So y minus 4 is equal to root 3x minus of 3 root 3. So final equation of CD is given by root 3x minus y minus of 3 root 3 plus of 4 equal to 0. So this is the equation of the required line CD. This kind of question will be asked for 4 marks, children. Be very careful about this. So next we have another question. If you observe the question carefully, find the equation of the straight line passing through the origin and the point of intersection of lines. This type of questions are very important, children. Okay, so now look at the question carefully. There are two lines which are intersecting at a point. So I'll take the equation of this line as x plus 2y is equal to 7, and the equation of this line is x minus y is equal to 4. Find the equation of a straight line passing through origin and the point of intersection of the lines. See, now required line, if I talk about the required line is passing through the origin as well as a point of intersection of these 2 points. In the sense, this is our required line. So I must know the point of intersection of the given 2 lines, and it is also passing through the point 0, 0, that is nothing but origin. So if I find out the point of intersection, I'll get to know one point and another point O is given to you. So using 2-point form, I can easily find out the equation of the line. So how can I find out the point of intersection of the given 2 lines? I know that x minus y is equal to 4. I'm going to call it as equation 1. Then x plus 2y is equal to 7. I'm calling it as equation 2. When I subtract this equation, you know, children, how to solve a simultaneous equations by elimination method. I will change the sign over here. So now these two will get cancelled. So minus 3y is equal to minus 3 I get, y is equal to 1 I get. Now what I do? Substitute y in equation 1 or equation 2, anything. So equation 1. So x minus 1 is equal to 4. Then x is equal to 5. So what is my answer? If I consider this point as x comma y, then the coordinates of point P, that is point of intersection of given 2 lines, would be 5 comma 1. Now the equation of required line by 2-point form. 2-point form is given by y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. So I'm supposed to find out the slope of the required line. So because m is there in the equation, slope of required line is given by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So y2 minus y1 in the sense, see, one is 0 comma 0, another is 5 comma 1. So I can say it is 1 minus 0, then 5 minus 0. Slope of required line would be 1 by 5. Now equation of line, I will take equation of line is y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. So y minus, I can take 0 0 or 5 comma 1. 0 0 would be easy for me. So is equal to 1 by 5 x minus 0. So y is equal to x by 5. So x is equal to 5y or x minus 5y equal to 0 would be the equation of the required line. Clear, children? Okay. So this kind of question will be definitely asked for 4 marks at least, where you are supposed to find out the point of intersection as well as you are identifying the slope of required line and finally the equation of required line. So now let's move to the next question. Find the equation of the line whose x-intercept is 5. See now, children, x-intercept, whenever I'm talking about, as I explained earlier, x-intercept is the coordinate of the point where it is intersecting, the line is intersecting the x-axis. So it is nothing but the abscissa of a point where ordinate is 0. So x-intercept is equal to 5 in the sense the required point is 5 comma 0. One point is known to me and y-intercept is given to you. Y-intercept is equal to 3. So then the required point would be 0 comma 3. The required point would be 0 comma 3. Here, children, I clearly told you that x-intercept and y-intercept need to be very, very thoroughly understood. Clear? So here the y-intercept is given to you as 3. So abscissa should be 0 and y coordinate is going to be 3. So now I get to know the 2 points. So slope of required line is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So 3 minus 0 by 0 minus 5. So 3 by minus 5 is the slope of required line. Then equation of line by 2-point form. 2-point form. Since I have found out slope by 2 points, I can use 2-point form. That is y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. Y minus, see here, I can take either this point or this point. So y minus 3 is equal to m is what? 3 by minus 5 x minus 0. I can write this one as minus 5 y plus of 15 is equal to 3x. So 3x plus 5y minus 15 is equal to 0 is the required equation of the line. Clear, children? Okay, very simple kind of problem. Clear? Only identifying these 2 points is the task over here. So now let me take the next example. Find the slope of a line which is parallel to. So I know that the two lines are parallel to each other, their slopes are equal to each other. So now slope of the required line will be same as the slope of the given line. So what is the given line over here? X plus 2y plus 3 equal to 0. So what I do, I'll make y as a subject of formula in this case. So I can write 2y is equal to minus x minus 3. So y is equal to minus x minus 3 by 2. So y is equal to minus 1 by 2x minus 3 by 2. So it looks like the form y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope. M is what? Coefficient of x. So in this equation, what is the coefficient of x, children? Coefficient of x is minus 1 by 2. So I can say slope of a given line is equal to minus 1 by 2. Since the lines are parallel, since the required line and given line are parallel to each other, parallel to each other, so I can say slope of required line is also equal to minus 1 by 2. Clear, children? I'll just tell you a shortcut method of finding the slope for any line. Listen to me. For any line of the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0, slope is always given by minus a by b. In the sense, minus of coefficient of x by coefficient of y. If you do directly, you will get the slope. Example, in this case, it is of the form ax plus by plus c. Slope would be directly found out as a minus a, minus coefficient of x, that is 1, by b, coefficient of y, that is 2. See, we have got it as minus 1 by 2 itself. But this kind of methods can be used in a multiple choice questions where steps doesn't matter. Clear, children? Yeah. So now let's move to the next question. ABCD is a parallelogram. I am given with a parallelogram. These are the different varieties of problem, children, based on the same concept. Concept remains unchanged, only the application. Right. So A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. The coefficient of A is given to you x comma y. Coefficient of B is given to you 5 comma 8. Coefficient of C is given to you 4 comma 7, and coefficient of D is given to you as 2 comma minus 4. Find the coordinates of A. You are supposed to find out the coordinates of A. Clear, children? Now what I do here is I will draw the diagonals. Okay. Since it is given to you that ABCD is a parallelogram, you know that diagonals bisect each other. So O will be what, children? O is the midpoint of the given diagonals. Okay. So since in parallelogram diagonals bisect each other, diagonals bisect each other, implies O is the midpoint of AB as well as CD. Clear? So now first I'll find out the coordinate of O and I'll consider the diagonal DB. So consider the diagonal DB by midpoint formula. Midpoint formula is known to us. That is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So I'll find out the coordinates of point O. So now x1 plus x2 by 2. So 2 plus 5 by 2. Then y1 plus y2 by 2 minus 4 plus 8 by 2. So I'll get this one as 7 by 2, then 2 plus 4 by 2, that is 2. So next, what can I say? O is midpoint of AC as well. O is a midpoint of AC as well. Again, by midpoint formula, I can say the coordinates of O, that is 7 by 2 comma 2, is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. Now here I am considering AC. Consider AC. So I can say x plus 7 by 2. I mean x plus 4 by 2, because x is over here and 4 is over here. Then y1 plus y2. Then y plus 7 by 2. Y and 7 by 2. So I'll equate these two to find out x. So 7 by 2 is equal to x plus 4 by 2. That implies x is equal to 3. Later, I'll equate these two. So I can say 2 is equal to y plus 7 by 2. 4 is equal to y plus 7. So that implies y is equal to minus 3. So what is my question over here? I'm supposed to find out the coordinates of A. So therefore A x comma y is equal to 3 comma minus 3. Now later equation of diagonal BD. So I'm supposed to find out the equation of the diagonal BD. So consider, I'll just do it over here children. Okay, consider BD. Slope of BD can be found out by y2 minus y1, that is 8 minus of minus 4 plus 4 by 5 minus 2, that is 12 divided by 3, 4. Equation of the line BD will be y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. So y minus, either you can take d or b. Y minus 8 is equal to 4 into x minus 5. Clear children? So equation would be 4x minus y. This is going to be minus 20 plus 8, that is going to be minus 12 equal to 0. This is going to be the equation of the diagonal BD. Clear children? Yes. Now let's move to the next one. Let us consider the next problem. See, observe the question carefully children. In this question, it is given to you that ABC is a triangle. So they have given you a triangle. This question was asked in 2023 March. So recent question it is children. A triangle ABC, this is A, this is B, and this is C. The coordinates of A is given to you 1 comma minus 1, B is given to you as 0 comma 4, and C is given to you as minus 6 comma 4. D is midpoint of BC. D is midpoint of BC. So find the coordinates of D. So consider BC, consider B and C. Since D is midpoint of BC, by midpoint formula, I can find out the coordinates of D. So D is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So I can write down. So x1 plus x2 in the sense minus 6 plus 0 by 2, then 4 plus 4 by 2. So I'll get to know what is the coordinate of D, that is minus 3 comma 4, because 8 by 2. Later equation of median AD. So AD is the median, obviously if D is the midpoint. So consider AD. Consider AD. I need to find out the slope of AD first of all. So slope of AD is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. These all are the formulas children, whatever I am writing. Don't get confused between this x1, x2 and this y1, y2 and all. Okay. So now AD, that is minus 1, then D is how much? D is minus 3 comma 4. So minus 1 minus 4 by x2, that is 1 plus 3. Okay, so minus 5 by 4, I get slope of AD. So by point slope form, point slope for equation of AD is y minus y1. Y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. So y, I can consider either this point or this point. Y minus y1, that is minus of minus 1. I'll just go ahead with this, is equal to m is what? Minus 5 by 4. X minus x1. X minus of 1. So y plus 1 into 4 is equal to minus 5x plus 5. I can write this one as 4y plus 4 is equal to minus 5x plus 5. So 5x plus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. This is the equation of required line. Clear, children? Now let me take the next example which has appeared in 2024 examination. In the given figure, ABC is a triangle where coordinate of BC is given to you. D is a point on AC. D is the point on AC. And you're asked to find out the coordinates of point A and D. So where is D, children? You need to locate D first of all. So let us locate D over here. D is the point over here. Coordinate of this point is minus 3 comma 0. So I can write D is equal to minus 3 comma 0. Clear? That is the coordinate of point D. That is the first question. A and D I am supposed to find out. Now I have found out the coordinate of D. Where is A? A is this point. Coordinate of this point is 0 comma 6. Any point on the y-axis is 0 comma y. Any point on the x-axis is x comma 0. So I can say for the point A, it will be like 0 comma 6. Later, find the coordinate of the centroid of ABC. Okay, you must know the centroid formula, children. Okay, those who don't know what is centroid, please go through the video which I made on section and midpoint formula. By centroid formula, the centroid G is given by x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So I'm finding out the centroid of triangle ABC. So x1 plus x2, I can take the coordinates of A as x1 y1, B as x2 y2, and C as x3 y3. So here I can write this one as 0 plus 4 minus 4 by 3. Then y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. 0 minus 4 minus 2 by 3. So this is equal to 0 I get in the numerator by 3 is 0 itself. Then over here minus 6 by 3 is minus 2. This is the centroid of the triangle ABC. That is my sub question B. Later, if K divides AC in the ratio K is to 1, where is K? K divides AC in the ratio K is to 1. D divides AC in the ratio K is to 1. Find the value of K. So D is the point over here. It is just like this. I will redraw it here. C is the point minus 4 comma minus 2, and A is 0 comma 2. D is over here, whose coordinates are minus 3 comma 0, and the ratio is given to you as K is to 1. You are asked to find out the value of K. K is nothing but the ratio. K is to 1 is nothing but the ratio. So now what can I write? By section formula, I know that the coordinate of D, I'll take the y coordinate. So y coordinate, that is 0, is equal to m1 y2, that is k into 6 plus m2 y1, 1 into minus 2 divided by m1 plus m2, k is plus 1. So I can write 0 is equal to 6k minus 2. So 6k is equal to 2 and k is equal to 1 by 3. So you are just asked to find out the value of k, not necessary to find out the ratio. Ratio would be 1 is to 3. Now just to find out the value of k. Later find the equation of BD. So For equation of BD, I need to find out slope of BD. Slope of BD is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So I can write minus 4. B is over here. D is on the x-axis. So minus 4 minus 0 by 4 plus 3. So I can write minus 4 by 7 is the slope of BD. Now equation of BD by point slope form, I can give y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. So y minus of minus 4 plus 4 is equal to, I am considering the point B, is equal to m is what? Minus 4 by 7 x minus 4. I can write this one as 7y plus 28 is equal to minus 4x plus 16. So equation of the line would be 4x plus of 7y plus of 12 equal to 0. So this will be the equation of the line BD. Clear, children? I hope so. The session is very useful. Please let me know what should be the topic in the next video so that the videos are very fruitful to you. So keep working. Take care. Bye bye.